You're gonna be okay. You just have to take it easy for a while. I know, 'cause when I was a little kid, I hurt my knee too, like you. And Dad told me it's gonna get better.
How's that cough?
I'm fine, but Beans hurt his knee.
Here, this'll make Tommy feel better.
This is for Beans, and this is for you.
Look, Beans.
Hello everybody, and thank you very much for your time today. And today I'm coming to you from Sumter, South Carolina, obviously as you see on the sign there, and let's go ahead and finish that intro out with a big yes. Alright guys, we are at Sumter Cut Rate Drug, and this is something very special that I wanted to bring you guys. This is not just a pharmacy, obviously drugs, but this is actually a luncheonette, and this is something really rare anymore. You know, you don't really see these in a lot of towns. Yes, they are still dotted around the country, but something very unique, something very historic. And you know, when we found it here in Sumter, I was really excited, and I had no idea that this was here. We were actually in town for the comic book show, a really good comic book show, by the way, in Sumter. It was at one of the breweries. I can't remember the name of the brewery, but Main Street, downtown Sumter. Ooh, there we go. Nice little Belk seat there. I think that was maybe some type of, was that a cushioned seat maybe for the games? I don't know. Almost like a donut that you would sit on for certain issues with your body. Luckily, I'm not there yet in life. So, one of the very cool things about this place is that they had a lot of historical items from the town, up on the little shelf here. So I think probably back in the day, this was open all the time for folks to eat. Now, we went on Saturday, I believe this was a Saturday, yeah, and so they do not serve food on Saturday and Sunday. So kind of disappointed. I was really looking forward to grabbing some food here, but I will give a big shout out to the gentleman that does own this business. He was insanely nice. Very cool gentleman, and my apologies, I actually have his card, but it's somewhere in my desk. I couldn't find it before I cut the voiceover here. But met the gentleman that owned this shop. Very cordial, very cool, told me a lot of the history, invited us back. Very, very nice guy, and so my apologies for not remembering his name. But guys, definitely, if you are ever in South Carolina and you are near the Sumter area, you definitely need to check this place out. Also, I want to give a shout out to Crazy Adventures and Reviews, guys. He recently hit 1,000 subs, so congrats to Crazy. All right, so let's go ahead and get back to Cut Rate Drug here. So we're going to be entering the dining area here where all of the seats are, you know, the old school cushioned seats. And what's really unique about this, of course, is that it has that U-shaped pattern, zigzag going back and forth, where basically everybody would kind of sit back to back in the day. And obviously they do now too when they come in for lunch during the week, Monday through Friday. But this reminds me personally of Woolworths and J.J. Newberry, and also I think McCrory might have had a cafe like this, a luncheonette. So I specifically know that the Newberry in East Brunswick, New Jersey on Route 18, we used to go in there and have, of course, burgers and fries. So really great greasy food, or not too greasy actually, and used to pick up packs of baseball cards, the Topps baseball cards, Garbage Pail Kids, and pick up some other things and nag my grandmother all the time for stuff there from Newberry's. Also at McCrory's in the East Brunswick Square Mall, I believe they did have a little luncheonette in the back area. So I remember that very slightly. And also same thing, Transformers, GoBots, picking up baseball cards, garbage pail kids. Those are really the hot items. So the other cool thing about this location is that, yes, it is a drugstore, and it does have that neighborhood feel to it. Obviously, it's Main Street, USA, downtown. And a lot of the smaller towns in South Carolina that had places like this, and maybe even smaller versions of this, unfortunately, they're long gone. In my travels throughout the state, I run into a lot of these old places, and as you guys know, in these abandoned places sometimes, in the places that are older, these luncheonettes, they're just not there anymore. So when I saw this, I was so excited. And the commercial that you saw in the very beginning of this video really tells that short story of what these pharmacies are all about. The people know each other, they know everybody by name. Like, unfortunately, in my pharmacies here in the Charleston area, I don't think I've ever seen the same staff more than once in some of the pharmacies, going to pick up stuff. And then just look at that picture there. I mean, it's just absolutely awesome. It is a picture right out of a Coca-Cola, advertisement in the newspaper. Now we're going to walk through the back hallway here and check out the old wallpaper on the wall. There's a rear entrance to the place here, which is really cool. And we'll take a look at that little overhang there, Cut Rate Drugs. So just so awesome. And Sumter, very cool town, by the way. There's a lot to see here. There's also a lot to film. There's a lot of abandoned places. There are some old rundown places. But much respect to Sumter. This is a very historic town here in South Carolina. And I definitely had a good time here. This probably like the 4th or 5th time that I'd been to Sumter. And I definitely will be going back to film again, and actually probably trying to get here during a Monday through Friday to grab some of the lovely food that they have here at Cut Rate Drug in the luncheonette area. But it's basically unchanged through the years, unless maybe some things have been taken away from the menu. The old school soda fountain, I'm sure, isn't fully working the way it was way back in the day, with the full syrup. But there, take a look at that. How cool is that? The ice creams. Just a lot of memories here, and a lot of things that unfortunately kids of today will never get to really experience because so many of these places are gone. They're only going to know Whataburger, and cool for Whataburger, but a burger from a place like this done on a flat top, and the fries, or a barbecue sandwich or a chicken salad sandwich, especially here down south, is a really amazing experience. And a lot of kids will never get to experience that in most of the country. A lot of kids will never get to experience, a true old school mom and pop toy shop, an old school hobby shop. So if you have a place like this, and I'm shouting you out, Dozen Speed, I'm sure there's a few in the St. Louis area, so I want to see a few videos. But if there's a place like this around you guys, get your camera, get your iPhone. If it's a VHS camera also, definitely grab that too. But get out there and start filming these places before they're all gone. And let's capture the memories, let's share with everybody. And I definitely want to see you post some videos. Start your own channel, do some of the stuff that I'm doing. Not getting a lot of views with these videos, but you know what? Sometimes that's not what it's all about. Just want to bring you some very unique things. And I greatly appreciate your time, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.